Welcome to the Embassy of Mike Graham. This is the show where I pick the stories that I love and hate. It's this week's Heaven and Hell. God Save the King. Apparently, some people don't like the national anthem. They think we should change it. They think it's a bit of a dirge. They think it sounds a bit dull. Well, what's wrong with them? It's a national anthem. It's meant to sound a bit dull. It's meant to be a dirge. It's meant to be serious. It's meant to make your heart sing. It's meant to make you puff out your chest. And when we sing the national anthem, God Save the King, recently changed from God Save the Queen, we're supposed to feel good about it. Some people think it should be Sweet Caroline or something by Oasis. Well, I'm sorry, that is not going to make it for me. Our national anthem is perfectly good, it's perfectly traditional because we are a traditional country and it's coronation weekend, and I say stuff you to anyone who wants to change God Save the King to anything else. So for me, that is heaven. Hop off, George. Do you remember George Osbourne? He used to be Chancellor of the Exchequer. He was pretty awful at that, but now he's come back to us and decided he wants to make it even more of a nanny state now than it is already. He wants to ban cigarettes and he wants to tax orange juice. This is the same guy who put a tax on Cornish pasties at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and then took it off again at 5 o'clock before he had a chance to heat it up in the microwave. The guy is a Class A idiot, and we don't need him interfering in what we eat or what we do. Smokers contribute loads of tax money to the Exchequer. In fact, they more than pay for any treatment they receive on the NHS, so without that money, the NHS would be worse off. As for taxing orange juice, what is he thinking? He's hell. Big Sam's back. Sam Allardyce has been fired from more jobs than I've had hot dinners, and that's quite a lot, but he's a really good guy, and he's now back in football. He's gone to Leeds, where they've been having a few problems. Now, he left the England job, I think rather unfairly. He was stitched up by the Daily Telegraph, and he said he didn't do anything wrong, because he didn't. But he's a man who knows a thing or two about football. He said himself, why should you think that Pep Guardiola knows more about football than me? And he's right, because he's been at the bottom, he's been in the middle, he's been at the top, and he knows what he's doing. So for Leeds, he must be heaven. Where are you going? Do you know that things are so bad now in Britain that a quarter of adults don't know how to read a map? In fact, they couldn't find Italy on a map. I mean, Italy's one of the easiest countries to find. Why? Because it's shaped like a boot. There aren't any other countries shaped like a boot. It's got Sicily at the end that looks like a football, and the boot looks like it's kicking it. How can you not know where Italy is? I think there's something going very badly wrong in our schools, and I know exactly what it is. Teachers. So for all you people who don't know where Italy is, for heaven's sake, get an education, buy an atlas, otherwise you're going to end up in hell. Get back in the office. You know I'm always saying that people shouldn't be working from home. Blended working is a load of old rubbish, right? But now it's getting so bad that employers are having to offer back to work treats for people, like doggy daycare, like duvet days, like being given more time off, like being given more holiday time. Well, no. The point is you should say to them, if you don't come back to the office, you're fired. That's the way to do it. That would be my idea of heaven as an employer. You shouldn't be able to get away with it, for heaven's sake. That's this week's Heaven and Hell. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe to the Embassy of Mike Graham.